My name is Jill Greenbaum, and I hear all kinds of questions from students, and here are a few that I think are very important for you to consider. What do I need to know best during this college search and selection process? To show all of your best self to the college admissions staffs, you need to explore and be able to speak clearly and concisely about your strengths, challenges, learning and social needs, and preferences. I use a strengths survey when I coach teens, and they absolutely love it because not only do they learn to see themselves in new and different ways, they can use that new knowledge and language to tackle their college applications and many of the challenges that they'll face during this process. Understanding your academic and social needs, your preferences and challenges will also help you make the right choices in seeking and choosing colleges. Here's a second question. How do I learn best? I hope that during the many years that you've been in school, you've had the opportunity to think about how you learn best. Do you like to learn new knowledge and skills by seeing them, meaning reading, watching videos, seeing interactions, or using computers? Do you like to hear new information by listening to lectures, participating in discussions, listening to MP3 files, or listening and watching videos? Or do you like doing things? Are you a more hands-on learner, meaning you like to build models, role play, draw, or do projects? And is your learning style more individually oriented? Do you like to work on your own, in pairs, small groups, or perhaps large group? What's most beneficial to you getting your work done and doing it really well? What types of different groupings do you like, maybe even for different types of tasks? Do you learn most easily in the morning, the late morning, the afternoon, or the evening? Because that will be important when you start to choose your classes. You need to know that about yourself because you want to do your best work. Are you good at memorizing information? So do you like quizzes and tests? Or do you like research and putting it all together, so you prefer papers? Or maybe you prefer project-based learning where you get to work with others in a team and make projects come alive. So have you also thought about the settings which will best meet your learning needs? The answers to these questions will help you create another lens for viewing colleges and ultimately one more criterion for deciding where to go. Here's the third and last question I'd like you to consider. What type of programming or curricula do the different colleges offer? Because they really run the gamut. Be sure to check out the requirements for different schools that interest you, because that might include having a core curriculum, or having to take courses from a core group of courses, or maybe even creating your own major. You need to know which type of approach is going to best meet your needs for who you are and who you want to become, and what kind of flexibility there is within those particular colleges that are of interest to you. My story illustrates this point really well, actually. I applied early decision to Clark University with the intention of working with children with autism. And so I applied and started in the psychology department there. And what I discovered was I liked psychology, but I didn't love it for any number of reasons. And so I loved being at Clark, and so I looked around and I thought, well, what else can I add to this to really make it what I want it to be? And I found the education department. I ended up double majoring in psychology and education, and in fact I finished in 3.5 years and got hired as a teacher out of my last student internship. So the moral of that story is be sure that you have some choices when you're looking at colleges. And one more question. Here's a bonus question, and that is, what scholarships are a match for me? And that's a great question. And the answers lie in who are you, what are your interests, and what will you offer a college? There are lots of scholarships available, whether they're within your community, a national level, or even at the colleges themselves. You need to check out the possibilities. You might even look on my blog and check the blog posts that I wrote about scholarships, because there are opportunities. They're competitive, and yet they exist. Start early. You have the best chance of finding the right matches for you. Happy hunting! Come to my website, www.majorinu.com, for more answers to the questions I hear from parents and teens. See you in the next video.